good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Yeah, welcome to Isabella's show. So today we are going to be looking at, one of the series of the heart, which is the perfect heart. Now, what does it mean to have a perfect heart? We are talking about the heart issues because most of the challenges, whatever you want to talk about, starts from the heart. Ending this dysfunctionality starts from the place of your heart, your position, your intent of the heart, because God, we serve a God that searches the intent of our hearts. So whatever you do starts from the heart. And that is why we're looking at the series of the heart, so that you know the kind of heart that you are carrying. Now, what does it mean to have a perfect heart? To have a perfect heart is to have a heart that has been renewed. Most of us, we've been through things that, our hearts is wounded, our heart is punctured, our heart is a lot of us are carrying an injury in our heart that we don't even know that we have a lot of us, our heart has been battered, a lot of us have been wounded, and some of us don't even know. And so a lot of people, I understand, I see that a lot of people are operating from that kind of heart. And you cannot carry such a heart and you want to end dysfunctionality in your lineage or in your system. And that is why we are coming up with this show at such, and that is why this show is coming up at having a perfect heart is very important, because a lot of us are operating from a place of a wounded heart, from a place of a damaged heart, because some of us have been, in fact, a lot of people, because when having the estimates of dysfunctional homes we have and the ideal home, you find out that we have more dysfunctional homes than ideal homes. And now, if a lot of people that come from that kind of home, if they don't work on themselves, if they don't if they don't allow themselves to be healed, because a lot of people came out from this home, and some of them have been hurt. Some of them have gone through things. People have hurt you that you don't, even family backgrounds. Yes, I'm talking about your family background as well, aside from the hurts that you have been through from the hands of other people. The things you went through growing up has shaped your mind. And today, God is saying, I want to give you my own kind of heart, which is in Ezekiel, I think it's Ezekiel 36:26-27. But for you to truly have this kind of heart, you need to have a deep walk with the Creator. You need to have, and you also need to know the kind of heart you are carrying. Because the truth is that you cannot end dysfunctional home in your lineage, in your life, without first of all allowing yourself to be healed. That is the truth. I went through a lot growing up, and if I did not allow myself to be healed, I won't be doing this today. And so you yourself, you need to go through that healing process, because some of us will react. A lot of people have, recently I was watching the story of a woman that died years back. One of the South African ladies. I'm talking about the South African musician Brenda Fassie. Yes, and going through her background, I found out that she came out from a dysfunctional home, and she married into a dysfunctional, she married a dysfunctional husband who has not been healed, and that caused a heartbreak. And today, Brenda Fassie, actually, she didn't survive because of the things, the hurt and all of that, made her started doing drugs, and at the end of the day, she didn't survive that. I can go on and on. Do you want to talk about Whitney Houston, who came out from, a lot of us see the glamour, but we don't know what is going on the inside. And that is why we are talking about the series of the heart, because a lot of hearts are burdened. Have you wondered that, in this age and time, we have so much religion, we have so much, we carry out so much prayers, but yet you find out that the darkness it's increasing on a daily basis. That is why we are talking about the heart series, because everything you do starts from your heart, which is very important. You can go on and make research about Whitney Houston, how she died, what led to her, and the kind of background she came out from. I'm going to be coming out on one of these other videos to deliberate on the death of Whitney Houston. I'm talking about this. I won't be here doing this today if I didn't go through. I have been through a lot in my life. Of course, I told us that we're going to be hearing a lot of my story, but that will be on the live show, because Isabella's show has not, you have not seen anything. This is just the beginning. On the live show, you're going to be hearing a lot of my stories. Yes. So today, I want you to go back and do an x-ray of your heart. Do you truly have a perfect heart? Are you carrying a heart that, I'm not telling you that this heart, I'm not telling you that you'll be a perfect person, but a heart that can be yielded to the spirit of the creator. Yes, the spirit of God, the one that formed you before, the one that knew you even before you were formed in your mother's womb. Yes, and he wants to give you his own kind of heart, because that is the only heart that you can use to end this dysfunctionality I'm talking about in your family lineage and in the society at large. Yes. So, watch out for the next video. And I'm going to be talking about the wicked heart. Yes. Bye for now.